So Indiana wins the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Nesmith. Siakam is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2-guard. So much fun indoors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. Pass to Turner. Over Horford, and it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this is how Al Horford gets it done as a rim protector. His anticipation and his positioning are exceptional.
Puts up a deep 3, and the basket by Walton.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Got a piece of it. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Wide open. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Walton with the ball. Fires for 3. Siakam pulls it in. And here's Indiana. Pass to Nembhard. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Count it from 12.
Andrew Nembhard.
Working against size. He's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Now here's Walton. Walton with another miss.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now here's Walton. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take
Ball goes to Indiana.
some changes for Boston.
Substitution.
Morris is checked in for Horford. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Edwards. And Curry subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Halliburton passes to Turner. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Bill Walton.
Well, the athleticism that Miles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
Washington's checked in for Gordon. Indiana also making some changes. Toppin, he's checked in for Siakam. Doug McDermott comes in for Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Now, here's McConnell. A rebound by Washington. Walton against Turner. Jacks up a 3. And the basket by Walton. Walton's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Toppin. Back to Turner. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Walton. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. 9 points in the game so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And Indiana making a change here. Walker's checked in. Toppin finds Walker. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. And they'll keep possession. And they pick up 2. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Boston. Here's Walton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Jackson is checked in for Indiana. Indiana trailing here. Here's Shepherd. Hits the jumper in space. Here's Boston now. Fires the three. The kick out to Walton. Over Jackson. And it's Walton missing. Now McConnell with 1 on the clock. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pacers lead by 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
They've got Tyrese Halliburton. Marcus Morris is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Walton. And it's Maxey in at the 2-guard position. That's the Boston 5. Now, here is Halliburton. Still scoreless. Picked him clean. Inside. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And so it's Indiana with it after the basket by Boston. Back to Halliburton. Rejected by Halliburton.
Oh, my goodness. Tyrese Halliburton twice on the pipe. Send it back defensively.
Edwards has come in for Boston. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. 6 to shoot. Fires from 14. Neesmith can't get it to go.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
Here's Neesmith after the basket by Boston. And it's sent back by Morris.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots, that's pretty.
Here's Walton. No good with the layup. Indiana trails by 6. Outside for Halliburton. Wants to get it to Turner and does to end the run. Rebound Boston. Here's Walton. And Walton throws it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Timeout called the Pacers. One of the stories here, Bill Walton getting it done today.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Morris. And so here is Indiana. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Passes it to Siakam. Ball's knocked loose. And here's the break. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Indiana again missing. And here's Boston. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Siakam. And Walker subbed in for Doug McDermott.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Here's Shepard. The pass to McConnell. The rebound by Halliburton.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Shepard, the pass to Turner. Doesn't go that time.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Jackson, who's checked in for Miles Turner. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. One of the stories here, Bill Walton getting it done today.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Washington.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And so it's Indiana with it. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Back to Walker. Trying to end the drought.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards.
Drives to the hoop, and Walton throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Indiana again missing. 1 second left. And so it's Boston up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. An exceptional performance from Bill Walton.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
His power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. They've got Miles Turner. Siakam is out there with Neesmith. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. Here's Nembhard. Halliburton for three. Good on the triple. Halliburton's got it back down to single digits for the Pacers.
Well, it's been early in his career, but Tyrese Halliburton has proven to be extremely dangerous from range.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. So Walton nails both of them.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Pass to Siakam. And the foul called on Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Halliburton outside.
I'll tell you, Mitchell locked in on the defensive end. He's so good getting after it.
Washington passes to Walton. And Walton throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Indiana trails by 13. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. A nice shot by Neesmith.
Well, that is about recognition right there from Tyrese Halliburton. He recognizes the overcommitment, makes the defense pay.
Edwards passes to Walton. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Nembhard. And Walton sends it back. Edwards dishes to Walton. No problem knocking that one down. Walton's got 28 points for the game.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Here's Neesmith. Halliburton outside. Clock at 6. Plays it up and banks it in. Halliburton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Tyrese Halliburton, that thin frame didn't matter a lick. Brushes off the contact. Love the grittiness there.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has
2 minutes
changed.
remaining in the third.
Boston making a switch here. Maxey's checked in. Here's Walton. Boston again missing. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. It's a 10-point game. Took him no time at all on that one.
3 points.
Turner's got 5 points so far.
Well, Miles Turner has earned the trust of his coaches. He's got the green light in these catch-and-shoot opportunities.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
And so here is Indiana after the basket by Boston. Siakam inside. He's against Gordon. Siakam misses. Boston leading by 9. To the paint. Here's Walton. And Walton throws it down.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Timeout called the Pacers.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Here's Toppin. No good on the quick 3.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Shepard. The shot missing. Great D that time from Edwards. Maxey kicks to Mitchell. Drops in the tray off the fast break. And Boston leads by 16.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. And here's Boston. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And the basket by Gordon.
Boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
Here's Nembhard. No good from the wing. And so it's Boston with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Indiana trails by 18. Gordon out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Walton. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5.
Miles.
Good.
You can see how comfortable Miles Turner is on the interior. He knows he has the size and length to dominate.
Left side, Edwards. Over Nesmith. Edwards can't hit. Now here's Turner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It's going to go on Bill Walton.
Miles Turner has the length and athleticism that should have the attention of the defense, guys.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And the Pacers with possession here after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Walton with the steal. It goes down!
He did it! No, he didn't!
Oh, Halliburton passes to Toppin. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Toppin. Puts up a three. Drills it from outside. Toppin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, from the arc, Toppin shoots with real authority. You can tell it's an area of the floor that he's comfortable.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
The shot by Turner, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively. Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Boston making a switch here. Halliburton's checked in. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Curry. With the drive. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
There's a craftiness to Stephen Curry's game. He just freezes defenders, and that allows him to get by on the drive.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 19. Down low. The rebound by Walton. Walton's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. It's Curry outside. Nembhard grabs the board. And it's Indiana's ball. Toppin passes to Nembhard. Outside for Halliburton. And a clear foul there. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I think if you're talking Tyrese Halliburton, the thing that stands out is the wealth of things he can do on the offensive end. He can shoot the ball with range. He's got unbelievable handle. He can create. He can drive it. He can also set up his guys. A lot to like. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Goes back up. And Halliburton with the layup. Halliburton's got his first basket of the night.
Well, you look up at the scoreboard. The time remaining, this game is effectively over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Morris finds Washington. Morris trying to free himself up. Rebounded by Jackson. Now here's McDermott. Tight defense on him. Rejected by Halliburton. And here is Washington. There's the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's McConnell. And it's Halliburton missing. And here's Washington outside. And again, Paxton with the triple.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball,
and so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd.
Si te olvidaste de mí, yo sé que fue una noche nomás. lo que en otra perdí. Tu orgullo no me quiere hablar, entonces vamos a competir. A ver, ey, desde que nos vimos pienso en cómo no, ey. Después dividimos cada cual por su camino. En la alfombra aún están las manchas. ¿Dónde está ese que lleva tiempo perdido? Si te digo que me gusta, que estás buena, no lo tomes por cumplido. Es que yo soy un atrevido. Como a Glow.